So these are the 4 frames of emotional leadership. And this is the pure difference between a man that can't lead himself and can't own his presence, and someone that doesn't just own the room, but owns his full self and is able to carry himself in an unshakable manner. So listen up. At number 1, we have emotional awareness. If you can't name it, then you can't tame it. This simply means that you're at level, I say level 1 to be kind, it's pretty much level 0. Because if you're an adult and you can't actually name what you're feeling and you claim to be emotionally intelligent, we got a serious problem there. But if you can't name your emotions, then you lack the awareness to acknowledge what emotions you're feeling. At number 2, we have emotional direction. Now, in this case, this is what we've got. You've now learned, exactly as the title says, not just to acknowledge your emotions, but to start pushing them towards a direction. Because if you can now say, oh, I'm angry, but you don't use that anger effectively, you're wasting energy, which pretty much just makes you aware of your emotions. Number 3 is emotional integrity. You act one way towards one person and the other towards another, which means you're kind of aware of your emotions, you know how to direct them, but you're still struggling to embody them and embrace that constant self. So in other words, you have learned how to direct your emotions, you just haven't embodied who you truly are. So you shape and shift according to the situation and scenario, which isn't necessarily a problem, but there is a higher level. At number 4, you're an emotional strategist. This is the one that hits. You can see the storm coming. So you now decide how to act in the storm whilst remaining grounded. So you're pretty much unshakable because it's like you're looking at a tsunami face front and you're saying, okay, cool, this is the route I'm going to take. You're able to think during terrible and under pressure time and times where there's a lot of pressure on you. In this stage, you've pretty much become an emotional intelligent sensei. You can lead your emotions, but not just that, you don't react, you respond every single time. And because you respond, you can maintain your frame. That's what real leaders do. They don't just acknowledge their emotions, no, they see them, they use them, and they respond instead of react with them. Now, if you want a deeper breakdown of how you can implement this, whether boy or girl, drop me a message and I'll see how I can help you apply this in some of your situations. But let's build better relationships, one conversation at a time.